Greetings! My name is Liz, aka pezliz, and this is Imprinting Color, provided to you by Polymaker. Now, I am known as the color swap queen, but one way that allows me to not have to worry about color swaps is with gradient filaments. And we are very lucky that Polymaker has quite a few beautiful gradient filaments to choose from. So today, of course, we're going to talk about something that is very seasonal, and that is the fall gradient. So this filament goes from a beautiful reddish orange to medium orange to a yellow orange. It's reminiscent of fall leaves, all the fall, foliage and vegetables, very pumpkin spicy and lovely. At this stage, we have talked about this a little bit on Imprinting Color. Polymaker is in starting to transition from a new name, Panchroma, that covers all of the fun filaments, as I say. So Polyterra is the name, the original name of this style of filament. It is being renamed, and you will be able to purchase it very soon as matte. So, for the purposes of this episode, I'm going to rename it for you. So, this is Matte Fall. And let's take a look at this over on the Polymaker website. Here we go. This gradient matte PLA, of course, has a matte appearance. There are no really special settings for these filaments. Depending on your printer, you might want to print it a little bit hotter and a little bit faster. But aside from that, you get a beautiful finish. And as you can see with this gradient, it is absolutely gorgeous. So with the new packaging, your spool will look like this. So this matte fall filament fulfills all of your needs for your oranges and yellows and everything that you're looking to print during the autumn season. But I'm actually going to show you how I print with it all throughout the year as well. Now, the first model that I'm going to share with you is a model by ChelsCCT. Chelsea creates things. This is available on Thangs, and if you're watching on YouTube, the link will be in the description. So Chelsea's model here, of course, is Dia los Muertos, Day of the Dead sugar skull, and Dia de los Muertos. So this is a holiday that's celebrated November 1st and 2nd, mainly in Mexico. And of course, it's a way to celebrate your ancestors and those who have gone before us. This is a beautiful floral sugar skull that is available, as I mentioned, from Chelsea. We also have another one that I've printed, and this is by Served. So SEREV 3D, Served. And they are also on Thangs. This is a Day of the Dead Halloween pumpkin. So this one serves as a lantern. And as you can see, though, the gradient in both of these prints, it just enhances all of the details. And because it is a matte, it's a beautiful finish, and looks great in daytime and of course in the evening light. This one is available, of course, in a lantern style, so you can put a little light in there, and it serves you for, of course, Halloween, and then of course for a lot of people for a longer season. The Day of the Dead is definitely something that is a beautiful celebration and observation. And the flower of the Day of the Dead is the marigold. So I think that it's quite apt that this fall color, this fall gradient, is of course the color of marigolds. So it's beautiful. All right. So another thing that I printed is, of course, these cute little pumpkin cats. And it's really fun to play with these gradient filaments when you're printing multiple figures and things, because you do get different effects. I love how these little cats end up looking like they're sort of striped. These are available over on Maker World, and they're by a designer called Bobo. So I will definitely have links in the description. And I printed these in miniature scale. These are actually going to be handed out to trick-or-treaters in the Montreal area for Halloween. So if you're seeing this and you live near the plateau, you might find these in a neighborhood near you. All right. As I mentioned, this beautiful gradient is not just for fall. This is my own model, my Tulip Vase, and it is perfection for a tulip. When you see that beautiful gradient come through, it reminds you of different varieties of tulips. And if you're Canadian like me, or if you're Dutch, you know about the relationship between Canada and the Netherlands during World War II, and we actually end up having tulip festivals because of that beautiful relationship. And one of the signature tulips is almost the exact same color. It's absolutely beautiful. Another thing that, of course, exemplifies this filament, how beautiful the gradient is one of 3D Print Bunny's butterfly vases. As you can see, the yellow to the orange to the sort of reddish orange, it really makes the butterfly stand out. It's absolutely gorgeous, and we love 3D Print Bunny's models. Again, this is a color that can be used all throughout the year, but it's definitely a beautiful fall color. And of course, I've shown before all of the seasons, and we'll take a look at those as well. But you can see we're starting out with the spring, then the fall, then the summer, then the winter for those beautiful gradients from Polymaker. They're absolutely gorgeous. Now, one color that is very similar to the fall, but is no longer available, is this beautiful, now collector's item. This was from the Halloween pack of last year. This was the pumpkin patch. This color was actually named by Zombie Hedgehog. But this is a sign for you. If you see the seasonal packs come from Polymaker, grab them, because these colors may not always be available. So similar, but not quite the same. This is actually a pumpkin by K2 Kevin. Believe it or not, he designs all sorts of things. So this is a pumpkin container that he designed. Atop, actually, these are leaves, maple leaves that I have that are my own Huforge designs. It's absolutely beautiful. All right. And of course, since it is Halloween, I just wanted to share with you something that's not quite in those colors, but definitely a great way to celebrate the season. A happy Halloween model from Fix 'em Dude. So absolutely beautiful. But let's take a look at this color. As I've mentioned, it is a matte PLA, and also we've talked a little bit about how Polymaker is making the transition from the older packaging to the new. So as these filaments are cleared from the warehouse, they're brand new, fresh, lovely things, but we care about the environment. So these spools that happen to say Polyterra are still very, very good. You can still find all of those on the Polymaker website. And as they sell out, of course, they will be transitioning over to the Panchroma spool. So this is still a beautiful filament to take a look at. And of course, look forward to the new packaging. So it will transition from being called, as I've mentioned, Polyterra to Panchroma Matte. So super fun. And I'd love to see what you're printing with these colors. and how you make use of this filament. But for me, as I mentioned, I'm a color swap queen. This is an easy way to get multiple colors in one print because of these beautiful spools. And of course, this is something that can continue on through the fall season and into all seasons, depending on what you like to print. So I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And of course, I actually have one to see right here. This is Chelsea's skull, and I have the beautiful lantern right here. I've got the kitty cats too. So as you can see, just a beautiful matte finish on these models, and in light or dark, in daytime or nighttime, they look absolutely gorgeous. So I hope you've enjoyed learning a little bit more about the fall gradient. Certainly stay tuned for future episodes of Imprinting Color. Next week, we're actually going to be looking at some colors that I have just found and started printing with. As much as I love and have the catalog of Polymaker colors memorized, there's always something new that surprises me. And so from this to, of course, the colors that we're going to explore next week, make sure you tune back in. I stream live on Twitch Wednesdays, and try to publish these videos on YouTube as soon as possible. So stay tuned if you're watching on YouTube for more episodes of Imprinting Color. And of course, if you're on Twitch, we always do a Polymaker giveaway at the end of an Imprinting Color episode. So you do have a special bonus opportunity to try out these filaments for yourself. So thank you so much for joining me for Imprinting Color. Again, my name is Liz. Check out all the links in the description below for the models that I've shown, and of course, how you can buy this color for yourself. Thank you so much, and keep printing.